Local governments in Ghana play very important roles in the administration and development at the local areas. The 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana provides for decentralization and local government that creates a framework for citizens' participation in decision-making and local governance. The decentralization policy devolves central administrative authority to the district level. It fuses government agencies in any given region, district or locality into one administrative unit through the process of institutional integration, manpower absorption, composite budgeting and provision of funds for the decentralized services. The policy divests the center of implementation responsibilities and transfers those responsibilities to the districts. To facilitate a holistic approach to the decentralization process, various structures have been created at the sub-national level with the Regional Coordinating Council as a coordinating body. Currently, Ghana has 6 metropolitan assemblies, 104 municipal assemblies, 144 district assemblies and still counting. District assemblies are the pivotal administrative and developmental decision-making organs of the local government. They have deliberative, legislative, and executive functions and serve as the planning authority for the districts. The functions of the district assemblies, as prescribed in Section 12 of the Local Governance Act 2016, Act 936, includes exercise political and administrative authority, exercise deliberate, legislative, and executive functions, formulate and execute plans, programs, and strategies for the effective mobilization of the resources necessary for development, promote and support productive activity and social development, initiate programs for the development of basic infrastructure and provide municipal works and services, develop, improve, and manage human settlements and the environment, maintain security and public safety, ensure access to courts for the promotion of justice. For effective local governance, accountability, and improved services delivery, there is the need for efficient public financial management systems, with focus on budget reforms, reporting and auditing, revenue management, asset management, and social accountability. Given its significance to the local governance and services delivery outcomes, the government of Ghana solicited from the World Bank a credit facility of $175 million to undertake a capacity support project from 2011 to 2018, targeting 46 metropolitan and municipal assemblies. The project development objectives were threefold, namely to strengthen the intergovernmental fiscal framework, to strengthen local public financial management and accountability for improved infrastructure and services in urban assemblies, and lastly, to improve the citizens' engagement with urban assemblies and their perceptions of urban management. To achieve these development objectives, the project had to be implemented in 4 components. Component 1, strengthening the fiscal framework for decentralization. Component 2, enhancing decentralized urban service delivery. Component 3, stimulating demand for accountable local governance and service delivery. Component 4, institutional and project management support. Component 1 was implemented by the Fiscal Decentralization Unit of the Ministry of Finance with a budget of $4.9 million. This component seeks to strengthen the fiscal framework for decentralization by supporting the establishment of a predictable and transparent fiscal framework and assisting the Fiscal Decentralization Unit to develop and manage the fiscal framework for local governance.
We harmonize all the transfers that are supposed to go to the assemblies. You take DACF, you take DDF, you take the assembly salary, you take the UDG, and all the sources that are supposed to go to the assemblies. Because once you are creating assets, you need to manage and ensure that the assets are in operation to provide the services for which they are set or they are procured. Once you look at your revenue and also look at your expenditure, It enables you to understand whether you prioritize your expenditure or you increase your revenue.
Activities under Component 1 were delivered under two main areas. Firstly, the development of an intergovernmental fiscal policy, including the revision of the overall intergovernmental fiscal decentralization framework dated 2008, with studies focusing on fiscal issues in decentralization. And in addition, the development of the system of fiscal transfers with a specific focus on the performance of the District Assembly's Common Fund and the regulatory environment for municipal borrowing, resulting in a review of the Intergovernmental Fiscal Framework Policy Statement, leading to its preparation and approval for 2014 to 2018. Again, a review of the intergovernmental fiscal transfers for the 6 sources of revenue ceiling were harmonized and captured in the yearly budget guidelines for budget preparation.
Ministry of Finance is responsible for fiscal issues. Local government manages decentralization. And so, Ministry of Finance is required by law, 1, to prepare the budget guidelines, to prepare fiscal frameworks, 2, to prepare PFM law for assemblies or for the whole country.
It also reviewed and developed the education and health sector fiscal transfer framework and sensitized 500 staff, and the development of the draft bill for the borrowing and financial emergencies, which is currently being reviewed. The second main area under which Component 1 was delivered was through the development of implementation strategies in the 5 key local government public financial management reform areas of budgeting, reporting and auditing, revenue management, asset management, and social accountability. The implementation strategy led to the following results: rollout of budget reforms to 216 assemblies for the preparation of composite budget covering all departments, rollout of the program-based budget to all 216 metropolitan and municipal assemblies for the preparation and publication of budget, and set up the budget transfer monitoring system and trained budget staff of the 216 metropolitan municipal assemblies on the use of the system for reporting. Develop the social accountability public financial management template to facilitate the metropolitan and municipal assemblies' engagement with the citizenry. Component 2 has 2 main subcomponents, 2A and 2B. 2A is a performance-based urban development grant budgeted at $140 million and implemented by 46 metropolitan and municipal assemblies. 2B is a targeted capacity support to urban assemblies budgeted at $16.2 million and implemented by the Office of the Head of Local Government Service and the 46 metropolitan and municipal assemblies. Using the Functional Organization Assessment tool, participating metropolitan and municipal assemblies are allocated funds based on their performance in the 5 public financial management areas. Under subcomponent 2A, which is a performance-based urban development grant, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development provided technical advisory services in the area of planning and budgeting, procurement and contract management, environmental and social safeguards management, and financial management to the 46 metropolitan and municipal assemblies. The key outputs delivered under the Urban Development Grant and its subsequent outcomes have been outlined in the following thematic sectors. Under the education sector, 199 facilities in total, comprising 166 classroom blocks, 11 dormitory blocks, 15 teachers' apartments, and 7 community library and ICT centers were built to improve access to education services. In the Ashaiman Municipal Assembly, part of the Urban Development Grant was used to construct a modern facility educational block at the Ashaiman Mahian Community School. Prince Mohammed, a member of the community, speaks about the impact of the community in accessing a new school building.
School ha abua community ni pa. Ban first no nkwala no be move from distance akọ the cluster e wa Ashama kurom. Hwe distance o mekom anaka o mefro no. By school we buy no ama nkwala na mo area ha nyina o ma ba school e na ha no so no enye shift system no mo rani wa o mo rani straight day. ama aboa teaching and learning. Wohwe environment no so a eboa nkwala no. For the past 3 years and 4 years now school ni ba every year bi omo ko exams this school no all the public school omo no top 1 and 2.
The Accra Metropolitan Assembly constructed a demonstration school at the Accra College of Education. Doris Akon speaks about the increase in demand for enrollment.
Enrollment shot up to 595. Most of the colleges of education have a demonstration school attached to them. People are even overwhelmed when they come and they see the number of students that are here. Very good project that has been situated here.
In the Upper Denchira East Municipal Assembly, the Buamponsem Senior High School was enhanced with a new girls' dormitory, which brought a great deal of relief to the students.
At first, the dormitory that we were in, we were facing problems like security challenges and bed bug attacks. By this place, there are no bed bugs, and the security challenges over here too is very good for us. We've named it White House, since it's like a palace to us.
In the Ajisujabi Municipal Assembly, the SDA Senior High School benefited also with the provision of new classrooms and other facilities.
Honestly, it has helped because now students can learn in classrooms. Got to a point that we were short of classrooms. Students were learning under the trees. It was just too bad for us.
It has helped to enhance my studies.
In the health sector, 83 facilities in total were built across the 46 metropolitan and municipal assemblies. A breakdown of facilities comprises 29 CHIPS compounds, 23 clinics and health centers, 12 doctors and 8 nurses' apartments, and 11 hospital blocks were built. These facilities have impacted positively on the communities as it improved access to health services. In the Ajisu Municipal Assembly, a part of the Urban Development Grant was used for the construction of a medical laboratory, ear, nose and throat unit, X-ray unit, and accident and emergency unit at the Ajisu Government Hospital. The medical superintendent of Ajisu Government Hospital, Dr. Kwesi Jima, explains how acquiring facilities at the hospital has affected lives in the community and its environs.
Ajisu Government Hospital is on the main Accra Kumasi Road, and we used to have a lot of accidents with lots of patients coming in with fractures. So before the building of the X-ray, we used to send a lot of our patients to other hospitals which were about an hour away to take these X-rays. Now with the completion of the X-ray building and the installation of the X-ray machine, now we're able to see all those patients here. We are also able to provide services for clients such as TB patients who usually needed X-rays, and we had to send them all the way to Konfanoche for X-rays. Now because of the X-ray building, we're able to give them that service in the hospital. We're providing better care to the patients because of the facility, and it has reduced the travel time for patients of going outside to get an X-ray and coming back to the hospital to be seen by a doctor.
Also in the West Achim Municipal Assembly, the health center at Enum was constructed to improve access to health care.
First, Kenya clinic be Ohana, Matisa, your quest among government hospital. Obefaka, Obebanebukra, Neska, and her programs near there. But clinic in the Bahan, they are boy.
First night, you walk each one. Now you watch the bar. You are Mufrabes and Mugum Pabacoso. Says you're by your water.
We have evidence in the community. When everybody see them say go to a new health center, you receive the best care.
To improve local economic activities in general, a total of 114 facilities comprising 73 market infrastructure, 19 lorry parks, 5 artisan villages, 14 abattoirs and 3 agro-processing centers were provided. Market women from various markets across the 46 participating assemblies testified about the outcomes of the infrastructure on their daily trade. At the Sofo Line bus terminal in the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, Kwesi Buama speaks about the impact of the new bus terminal.
One, Some can say can see top air. Nay upon. A tot 3 crown I see upon because Obian sending free car when mafaka bill. But then ne say case be ed mama de action crown e betumi aye ama de action.
Daniel Anjikwenu from the Infantiman Municipal Assembly also testifies about the economic impact on their lives.
Nankasa first of all I touch obey project na abo ho nankasa because the matter change na and you hope you this time. Now I have to transport na easier. Since I entering getting out now is simpler. So I'm more conducive for business.
A new state-of-the-art abattoir was built to cater for butchers from the Bolgatanga Municipal Assembly. Timothy Timbela speaks about its impact on the local economy.
In fact, since 1960, they projected this abattoir to be taken about, say, 10 cows. Now we slaughter as many as 30 cows, and the space is too small. Now that the abattoir has been built, we will be able to slaughter about 50 cows a day. Something positive about the new abattoir is that a biogas project there, where the waste is to be generated into fuel. So, in fact, there will not be so much waste.
Under roads and transport, 57 facilities were built in all. A breakdown further shows 28 culverts, 24 road rehabilitations, and 5 footbridges. The Takrady Abattoir experiences a good patronage.
This road leads to the slaughterhouse to ease transportation of meat to the market. Because if a facility like this is constructed and there's no road leading to the facility, I don't think business will be well.
To improve public safety and security in the 46 metropolitan municipal assemblies, 41 facilities comprising 9 magistrates, circuit and high courts, 20 police stations, 7 fire stations and 5 police apartments were built. These facilities have greatly improved public safety, security and access to justice. The Upper Denchira East Municipal Assembly used the Urban Development Grant to construct a police divisional headquarters at Dunkwa Onofin.
Anka first no ye can't teach police station Dunkwa ha say ni ye nka ho bi ba ye dan no mbesi ye na ma ahebie aheni mate na case bi ba ha is then so mbe foka de be ko cape nyinyi na ye nsem ba ye dan nti ebe ma omo house at
Techiman Municipal Assembly used the Urban Development Grant to construct a municipal police headquarters at Techiman. The Divisional Police Commander, ACP Chumesi Ankra, spoke in detail about the benefits they have derived and its direct impact on the community.
Before this edifice was put up, most of the police stations were in rented premises. And with the coming into force of this building, it has said because a lot of the departments under the division gathered up. When this building came, most of the departments that are supposed to be under the division have been moved. This building has come to relieve us of a lot of stress because it provides office accommodation. Most of the department under the divisional CRD.
The construction of the High Court at Dunkwa Onofin by the Upper Denchira East Municipal Assembly has also improved access to justice and fast service. Mutala Jima, an opinion leader in the community, speaks on the impact of the High Court.
As humans, we will litigate. With the High Court near, the judges at the lower court will be sitting up and will be doing the right thing more than before because it's very near to appeal. Formerly, Dunkwa was under a Asinfosu division. And then at times, the case may be higher than the district officer. You have to go to Fosu. That is eliminated completely.
Under the water and sanitation sector, 93 mechanized boreholes and 34 water-closet toilets were provided, resulting in clear indications of an improved general atmosphere, showing remarkable cleanliness and generally an improved environmental sanitation. To improve urban social activity, 13 facilities, namely 10 community centers and recreational facilities and 3 town parks were constructed nationwide under the Urban Development Grant. The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly used part of the Urban Development Grant to support the construction of the Kumasi Rattray Park.
I'm happy to be at Rotary Park. The place is cool. You meet a lot of people. At least you have fun.